Hey guys, Sarnik here from TGG, and well, it's been a while. Just health problems. That's pretty much it. Today, we're going to be looking at the quartakk, which is a gun that's been in the game for quite a long time, but it's one of those weapons that nobody ever pays attention to. But it's actually quite a beast. Now, before we start, let's look at how it functions without any mods. So, as you can see, pinpoint accurate. Fires 4 shots at once. And then it takes 4 shots with each shot. And since I'm running carrier, it is giving me some extra ammo, but it only has 840 rounds in the magazine. 840 rounds in the reserve. And 84 rounds in the magazine. Very pinpoint accurate. The farther I go out, whenever I fire, you are going to be hitting headshots with this thing non-stop. So that is how it functions without mods. Now let's go into a build. This is elemental. I do have a riven, which I will be showing later in the video. But let's start out with some of the mods that you're probably going to need. First, serration, which is mandatory. It does damage. Then heavy caliber is highly recommended for this build as well. So is split chamber. And then you're going to want to go to elemental because this is going to be a very beginner friendly. I don't know if it has a heavy caliber, but I'm just... And since it has a decent amount of status chance, malignant force is also something you might want to check out. And the last spot's an option slot. Mine is not overly formed. You could put punch through in there. You could put anything. What I would suggest is putting in like an extra element or something for more damage, or adding in some fire rate. This would definitely help with the fire rate. So, this is the build. This is pretty cheap in trade chats, like 10, 15 plat. Probably not even that, and you can get that fairly cheap. And this is only 2 forma. If you added an extra forma in there, you could fit on everything you would ever want. Now this is the build I'll be recommending to the newer players. This will take you past the star chart. Yeah. Let's summon some corrupted heavy gunners level 120. Nah, level 100 sounds good. Level 101, because why not? So as you can see, six shots. Five to 6 shots. And this thing, like, if you want to put the fire rate on it, this is what it does. This will take you past the star chart in pretty much anywhere. Now, if you want to put speed trigger on this, speed trigger will probably be better, or maybe vial acceleration. But this is, as you can see, quite a beast of a weapon. If my aim weren't so terrible, the enemies would already be dead by now. Now, you might also be thinking, like, if you might want to do a bleed build. Well, I'll get into that in a second. If you bleed a build, which we're just going to start with the mandatory mods again, you're always going to want these first few. These first few mods are completely mandatory for anything you'll be planning. All 5 of these mods right here, which there's one more. I'm just missing it. There you go. Then you're going to want to run. Where's Hunter Munitions? Hunter Munitions right here. And for some extra status, you might want to run like a viral or something. Both of these mods are pretty good for viral. I mean, that'll get you up to 82% status. And this is going to be the other build that I am recommending. This is a Hunter Munitions Viral Bleed build. See? See, 4 shots and they're already done. They're already done though with 4 shots. Probably even 3 if you get some lucky crits. Sometimes it takes a tad more, but those bleeds are definitely going to be taking out those targets in no time. And that should do it. Now, finally, I'm going to put a riven build. Rivens for the quartakk should be fairly cheap because it's like not a very highly used weapon. Just to go over the builds real quick, this is the elementals. Once you put another forma into it, you would have to put like split fire rate mod, which is speed trigger or vile acceleration instead of spring-loaded chamber, but well, forma. Bleed, this is the bleed build, and finally going into the riven build. This right here is the riven build, and my riven is quartakk sati hexata. Damage, multi-shot, status chance, and minus reload speed. The minus reload speed is not very noticeable. It's not really noticeable. So what you're gonna want to do is like just take this up to an enemy, and if you want to take out like the fire rate mod, just like if you want to take out the fire rate mod to get more damage, you can. But honestly, you don't need it. This is juicy. Like 3 shots and they're dead. That's some spam fire. That heavy gunner is dead. This is a very powerful weapon. And I would suggest it to anyone that would need it. Now, if you want to put some reload speed on this, or like if I wanted to put reload speed on this, I could, but I don't really need it. What it really needs is fire rate, but if you wanted to push it even further, heavy caliber would work, or you could put on vigilante armaments for extra damage. That would be more powerful. And you could use like an arcane. So these 2 builds are what I'm suggesting. Elemental and bleed. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed these videos, and hope you found it informative. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Saronica, out.